Hey guys, it's Sam and I am back today to film my Top 5 Wednesday video, and today's Top 5 Wednesday is the top books that made you cry. So guys, I will be showing you the top 5 books that made me a little bit teary-eyed, so let us start this sad Top 5 Wednesday. The first book that made me teary-eyed I read a long time ago and I don't own, so I will just tell you about it. That book is Little Britches by Ralph Moody, and it was a book my dad had and I read. It was an autobiographical book, and it was a bunch of books in the series, and he basically just told his life story. He was born at the turn of the century, grew up on a farm, etc., working cattle ranches and stuff. They're really good books, but the first book, and it's probably one of the first books I remember crying, he was talking about the death of his father, and it just, my little 11-year-old self just couldn't handle it, and I remember that was the first book I ever cried at. I just thought it was so sad. The second book that emotionally devastated me was Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and the Death of Sirius Black. I cried. It was so sad. Sirius Black was my favorite character, and when she killed him, I was so distraught. Yes, J.K. Rowling ripped my heart out. The next book I got teary-eyed at was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, another Harry Potter book, and of course, I think we all know where I'm going with this. It was the death of Albus Dumbledore, who did not get teary-eyed with that one. That was just sad and quite shocking. I was not expecting it. It was a bit of a shock, I will not lie. Now, the last two books, I don't remember if I specifically cried, but I got a little bit sad and just very distraught about what happened, so I'm going to include them because I can't think of any other books that I literally cried at. And that first book is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, again with my horribly beat up copy. It's gonna happen, guys. I'm going to replace this. It just hasn't happened yet. But that moment was when you think Gandalf has died. I was so sad. It was very depressing. I was very, very upset when I believed Gandalf to be dead. So that was my fourth book. And my last book is actually Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I remember being very, very upset when she was about ready to marry Mr. Rochester and found out that he already had a wife and she left, and it was sad because I wanted them to be together, and I remember getting happy tears when she and him met up again at the end of the book. So Jane Eyre is my last book that I got misty-eyed at. Alright guys, that is today's Top 5 Wednesday video. Let me know down in the comments the books that have made you teary-eyed in the past, made you feel all the feels. Just let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, bye! So I'm going to show you guys the books that made me teary-eyed. It's a very sad video today, as I relive the pain and the agony. What am I saying? I don't know. Okay.